Hi, I'm Stu, and welcome back to another LumaFusion video tutorial. I'm currently editing up a new video tutorial related to gaming setups that Mali had sent me. But I'm kind of also going to do a video tutorial within a video tutorial, as you do. And I'm going to show you a technique for faster editing. So what I'm going to do first of all, now this isn't part of the video tutorial, but I am going to color code this clip red, just so you can see it a little bit better. And this is mainly aimed at YouTubers or people that do screen recordings, that kind of thing. Gameplay, but obviously anybody who has this type of talking heads, dead air, people doing ums and ahs and all that kind of thing, will obviously find this useful as well. So as you can see, there's different points in this clip. I just zoom in a little bit, whereby you have effectively dead air or a quieter part, and generally you would go along. I use Command B and basically cut that part out like so, and then there'd be like another bit here where you can use the little scissor icon and then obviously delete it. But just a little faster way of working is to actually do the cuts, but don't bother highlighting and deleting. Leave that later and literally just scan along and then just make the cuts as many or as few as you need, and you'll get to recognize the different waveforms that you would normally remove. And for example, I know when I've done a breath sound and when it's going to be obvious in the tutorial, it's something I want to remove. So you just work your way along and cut all the dead space or dead air that you don't need. For example, there's a breath sound which we want to get rid of, and this just gives you a more polished video tutorial. Now, I recently did a video which is yet to be published on the channel. That's from a new channel called Chris Reviews, and Chris reviews what I would class as sort of high-end watches and things like that. And I basically took one of his first videos that he'd done, he's done many more since, and I took it apart, put my magic touch onto it, and then put it back together again. So there is basically a full edit of a YouTuber's video from start to end, which I'm waiting to hear back from Chris, and then I'm going to probably post that at some point. Put that here so you can listen to music for a wee second and watch the time lapse of me just trimming up the remaining clips within this segment of video. Once you get to the end, what you would then do is then work back the other way. So you just highlight the bit that you want to delete, use the backspace key, and work your way back along. Now, one thing I will say, a bit of a caveat here, you will probably miss the odd clip that needs to be deleted, but because you've got to go back along and work through things, that doesn't matter so much. It just means that it gives you a little surprise later on when you find a clip that you should have removed that you didn't. And it's not the end of the world if there is a little gap that's slightly larger than it normally would be. I quite like making sure that my audio is quite tight and flows through, kind of suits my accent and my cadence, but sometimes you might want to give yourself a little bit more breathing space. It just depends on what kind of video tutorial you're doing, or rather not just a video tutorial, but what kind of YouTube videos you're doing in general, I should say. So it's just about back at the beginning. Yep, there we go. So there we go. If we play it through now, if you don't want to color grade in LumaFusion, we tap on the football gameplay. If you don't want to color grade in LumaFusion, you can see where I've recorded two segments twice. If you don't want to color grade in LumaFusion, we tap on the football gameplay. If you don't want to, I'm going to delete that. Want to color grade, get rid of that. There's one I missed. LumaFusion, drop that. We tap on the if you don't want to, there we go. If you don't want to color grade in LumaFusion, get into edit in the Photos app. You can actually just do the color grading in here. So if we tap on the little clock icon and tap auto icon and tap auto, that little long and is almost like an or an ah. So I could effectively remove that. Icon, tap auto. That will do some basic, it just tightens up the edit a little bit more. So I'm just going to work my way back through here. So I just wanted to, while I'm actually editing this video, just show you that you can speed up your workflow and just have a slightly different way of rough cutting your video that's a little bit faster than doing it the traditional, selecting the area that you want to actually cut. Let's say this bit here, tighten this up, moving along, being precise, and then highlighting it and then deleting it. So instead of doing stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, you're basically doing 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and just cutting all the tap done, loose done. And we can go back in and change this later on anyway. So that's it, pretty much color graded. Press play, and then actually get into the gameplay. That's fine. So there you go. Just a reasonably quick video tutorial showing you how to do speed editing, I suppose you would call it, in your rough cut, your first pass, as you will, which you would then go into further and refine. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video tutorial, by all means, subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and I will catch you on the next one. See you later.